My wife cheated on me. I'm 52 years old. And my wife, B, as in the first letter of bitch, if you're asking how appropriate that nickname is right now. She's 50. We've been married 25 years. We met in college, got hitched, had 2 kids, both grown and out of the house. Our lives were pretty normal, pretty settled, or so I thought. Then, about 2 years ago, my world got flipped upside down. I was diagnosed with cancer in my left leg. The chemo was a son of a bitch, knocked me on my ass every single time. It was supposed to save the leg, but it didn't. They ended up having to amputate it. So now, I'm walking with a prosthetic. You can imagine the hell I've been through. The pain, the exhaustion, the mental toll of losing a part of myself, learning to walk again, feeling like less of a man. It's a constant battle, just trying to keep my health from declining further. I've had to push myself, even when every fiber of my being wanted to just lay down and quit. During all this, our intimacy pretty much went to hell. It wasn't none, but it wasn't much either. The chemo wiped me out, and after the surgery, it was just painful and exhausting to even think about. I'd try, sometimes, and I'd enjoy it. But B never seemed to. I figured it was understandable. Given everything, we were both going through a lot, just in different ways. Around that time, new neighbors moved into our suburban neighborhood. Not right next door, but a few streets over. A married couple, Clara and Alex. They moved closer to be near Alex's parents, whose health was going downhill. Clara and B hit it off almost immediately. They ran into each other a few times, and before I knew it, they were hanging out every weekend. I became friends with Alex, not as close as B and Clara were, but we'd watch a game sometimes or grab a beer at the local bar. B and Clara's hangouts were mostly at Clara's house. Coffee, talking, reading books, they said, but I had my doubts. I went to one of these coffee and book sessions early on, and let's just say there was more than just coffee being poured. Irish coffee, maybe, or something stronger. They were always laughing, always whispering, like teenagers with a secret. I just figured, hell, B's been stressed with my illness. She deserves to have a friend and let loose a little. It was a mistake, one of many I'd make, giving her the benefit of the doubt, believing her version of events over my own gut feeling. I was focused on getting better, on just surviving, and I let things slide that I shouldn't have. As my recovery dragged on, our intimacy continued to be minimal. It was a tough period, mentally and physically. B started spending an insane amount of time with Clara, every weekend. For hours, she'd practically skip out the door, acting like she was off to her first high school dance. She always seemed so happy, so energized after those hangouts. I was glad she had someone. Truly, taking care of someone with cancer, being there through chemo and amputation. It's not easy. I get that. It's stressful, a different kind of hell, but it doesn't give you a damn excuse for what I was about to find out. A few hours ago, I was out for a walk. I have to stay active, keep moving, or my health will just decline even more. It's a painful process, but I push through. Been doing it for months since the amputation. I was out for about an hour, and when I got back, B wasn't home. I figured she was at Clara's, same as always. Alex is usually with his parents on the weekends, so the house would be empty, just the two of them. Then my phone buzzed. It was Alex. He'd gone home quickly to grab something he needed for his parents, and he couldn't find Clara. He's one of those guys who has cameras everywhere in his house. I helped him install a few. Actually, he checked the camera in their bedroom, thinking maybe Clara was just asleep and he didn't want to wake her. And that's when he found it. The video, my wife, B, and Clara on camera, fingering each other, and God only knows what else. What those coffee and book sessions really entailed. That's what they call reading in coffee time. My stomach dropped. I seriously didn't know what to do. My mind went blank, then raced a million miles an hour. All those hours, all those weekends, all that friendship. My wife, my partner of 25 years, the woman who supposedly loved and supported me through cancer, chemo, losing my damn leg. She was hooking up with her best friend. The betrayal hit me like a physical punch, worse than any chemo side effect. I sat there, numb, staring at the text from Alex. The video wasn't attached, but I didn't need to see it. His words were enough. The image burned in my mind. B was back home now. She'd showered, probably washed away all traces of it. She was downstairs, cooking dinner, Taco Tuesday. I think the irony wasn't lost on me. My first thought was, maybe it's my fault. Our intimacy has been low. I reasoned. The cancer, the treatment, it messed with everything. But then I caught myself. No, bullshit. I've been through hell. If the situation were reversed, if she had cancer, lost a leg, went through chemo, I would be there for her, patiently, lovingly. I wouldn't be out there, banging her best friend, male or female. That's not how a good man acts. That's not how a decent human being acts. This wasn't about our intimacy. This was about her, her choices, her actions, her complete disregard for me and everything we had. I've been reading some comments online since Alex sent me that message. Most people are saying they're sorry, wishing me the best. But then there are the others, the ones giving me a hard time for even thinking about ending it. Give her a chance. They say, she's going through a tough time too. Maybe she's bisexual and never explored it. As a woman myself, smooching with women isn't cheating. But with a man, no way. What the hell kind of twisted logic is that? Cheating is cheating. End of story. And the thought that I should just let her explore her sexuality after 25 years of marriage, while I'm battling cancer and learning to walk again, is just beyond insulting. One comment really got under my skin. Come on, 25 years and you're going to let that destroy your marriage. If you don't build intimacy with your wife, she will almost certainly step out, fix your crap, fix your marriage, and stop playing the victim. Me, playing the victim. I just lost a damn leg to cancer. This guy compared it to me refusing to feed her for weeks and her going out and getting a burger. That kind of warped thinking is why people like her get away with this shit. And then there's the other gem. Bro, please. People are actually dying. I'm a widow here. Cancer makes people mean. Your girl wanted some attention. She got it. Be happy she comes home to cook. Happy she comes home to cook. She cheated, respectfully, because it was with another woman. These people are out of their damn minds. They justify her actions, blame me for her betrayal, and then tell me to be grateful she's still in my kitchen. I kept reading, digging through the comments on the site where Alex got the story. Turns out, she had cheated on me with a woman before, years ago, when we were younger, and I, being the naive dumbass I was back then, believed her when she said it was a mistake, a one-time thing, that it wouldn't happen again. Clearly, her cravings for Taco Tuesdays never stopped. That just confirms it. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I was too damn trusting, too willing to forgive and forget. That was my mistake, a big one. I chose to believe her words over her past actions, and it bit me in the ass. I trusted her version of events over my own instincts, over the nagging feeling that something was off. I've made my decision. I confronted her. She tried to deny it at first, then tried to twist it. Blame me. Use some bullshit therapy. Speak about setting boundaries and exploring her true self. Said I was making her feel unsafe by confronting her. I just looked at her, dead in the eyes, and told her I had the video. Her face went pale. The manipulation stopped instantly. I told her the affair had been going on for 4 months. I checked her phone, saw the texts, the secret meetups, plenty of evidence. I sent Alex the text to help him, and I've got a copy of the message myself. She's toast. I'm filing for divorce. There's no coming back from this. She can try to spin it any way she wants. But I know the truth. My kids are adults now. They'll deal with it. No more child support. Yeah, I'm going to take a hit, financially and emotionally. But at the end of the day, I'm a guy who's been through cancer, lost a leg, and I'm still standing. I'll be fine. I'm taking my life back. This isn't about me being mean because of cancer, or her going through a tough time. This is about respect, loyalty, and basic human decency, things she clearly lacks. This whole thing has been a harsh lesson. I spent years focused on providing, protecting, trying to maintain some semblance of stability, especially after the cancer hit. I took on the traditional provider role, even when it meant ignoring my own feelings or her disrespect. I let my professional life take a hit, my focus often diverted by the constant low-level anxiety of our relationship. I used work as a refuge, staying late, burying myself in projects, anything to avoid the tension at home. My sleep suffered. My appetite changed. I was constantly on edge. The physical impact of this stress, on top of everything else, was immense. But I tried to keep it all together. For the sake of what I thought we had, I should have recognized the manipulation tactics earlier. The way she'd start conflicts, then play the victim, or how she'd use intimacy as a reward and punishment system. I should have trusted my gut when something felt off, instead of giving her the benefit of the doubt. It's crazy how people can be so heartless. If the situation were reversed, if she had the cancer, lost a limb, was in chemo, and I was out hooking up with someone, do you think people would be as understanding? Not a chance in hell, because I'm a guy. The double standard is infuriating. Now, I'm facing the practical logistics of separation, housing, sorting out belongings, untangling shared commitments. It's a mess, but a necessary one. I'm protecting my assets, my financial security. I'm recalibrating my trust parameters for future relationships, learning from these mistakes without becoming cynical. I'm building better screening processes for the people I let into my life. I'll make decisions from logic now, not guilt or fear. This isn't just about ending a marriage, it's about reclaiming my self respect and moving forward with dignity. It's about setting boundaries and refusing to be a scapegoat for someone else's failures. So, yeah, my wife cheated on me, but I'm done. I'm moving on. And for once, I'm prioritizing my own well being without guilt.